guys, welcome to the sewing project part 3. So the sewing project is a series on our blog, if you haven't seen it already, where Tara is teaching me how to sew, and we're trying to encourage everyone out there to do a little more sewing in their life because sewing is awesome. And if you've seen our other sewing project videos, you'll know that we always start off eating chocolate, but Ellen is a little piggy. I ate all of the chocolate. Oops. Today we are going to be getting out the sewing machine! We're going to be sewing in this episode, and Tara is going to be sharing her tips and tricks for sewing and sewing seams and sewing darts. So we have to turn it on. There's a switch on the side, on the other side. Oh look, it turned on. Ooh. So this one's actually kind of cool because you don't have to use the pedal if you don't want to. You can just push like this button and it just goes.
So for threading your machine should come with instructions on how to do that. But our one luckily has little numbers, so we can just follow those and not have to think about it. In the instructions on the pattern, they'll tell you which seams to sew first, so you don't sew them in a strange order. For this project we're using a 2 cm seam allowance just because that's how much we cut. Some patterns will tell you how big to have your seam allowance. It's often 1.5 centimeters. So just check that out before you start.
So get it all lined up. I'm ready to go. I think we're about a 2 centimeter seam allowance. So like you line it up with the line.
So just start off slowly. If you're using one that has speeds and buttons, just start out at a slow speed till you get used to it. And if you're using a pedal, try to keep it steady. You know, it's kind of like driving a car a little bit. You don't want to go vroom and then hit something. And if you've cut out the fabric a bit wonky, make sure you're following the straight line of the seam, because if you're following the fabric shape, then your seam will be all wonky, and then when you turn it out the right way, you'll have this weird kind of lumpy looking piece of fabric on the outside.
So how does it look, guys? Yeah, it looks alright. You might want to trim this. It's a cutty thing. Look right there. Look what we can do, guys. Oh! Cut. Boom. It's probably a bit long. But... Okay, so I like to line up that little line with the line in the middle of the presser foot, because that's where the needle's going to be. Not the angle of the line, because we cut that weird. So you want to line up from there straight to this point here. So that hole's kind of like your guideline. Try not to spin it because you'll end up with a really weird thing. Just keep going in a straight line. It's better for it to be straighter.
As you're sewing along, you want to take out the pins before you reach them. If you get a bit stuck like Ellen did when we were doing this dart, you can just lift up the presser foot a little bit, and then you've got a little bit more space to pull it out from. So you want to keep your fabric as flat as possible, and don't get it tangled, don't get it twisted. It's just easier, and it makes it easier to sew a straight seam.
Doesn't look too bad. It's a bit pointy. See how it's got that weird little, like push it through a bit? See how it's got that weird little lumpy bit there? It's because you didn't go quite to the edge of the fabric, so we could go over that just to make it sit a bit nicer. See, looks better. It's pointy, but pointy's better than weird bobbly thing. We need to do, oh look, it's kind of looking like a shirt! Okay, so we need to do the side seams, so like these seams here. So we want to make sure that that dart is folded flat, and you want to get it under the pin.
So this is what it looks like so far. Weird. We'll keep working on it.
So that's the end of the sewing project part 3.
In our next video we're going to be finishing off and doing a zipper.
Ooh. So we're going to work on the sleeves and the collar and the zip down the back. So comment down below with any more video ideas. We're hoping to continue the sewing project, and so if you want to see us sew anything else, let us know on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram using the hashtag #TheSewingProject. We're so professional with our own hashtag. Oh.
Gosh, you're making a mess. Oh look, you can see my rubbish in the corner.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Oh gosh, I have to stop it, don't I? Ah, this is... That's the end of the... Oh my god.